just went grocery shopping and I wanted to show a little haul of what I've gotten and then kind of show some of my meals throughout this week. I am trying to lose weight, but I am trying to do it in a very slow, thought out way where I am counting calories. I don't want to say every single day, but about every other day. And then I am trying to make sure that I'm not cutting out too much because I'm still trying to train for my running, but I want to be more mindful of the kind of food that I am consuming and also making sure that I'm hitting my protein goals so that I'm still building muscle. The goal is building muscle, losing weight. So what's that weight that I'm losing? Fat. Okay. I have these bags, but I plan to put them on the counters, so I'm not going to do that. All right, so I got some good old bananas. The bananas are gonna go in oatmeal. I got cherries. I've realized that cherries really satiate my sweet tooth. So when I'm craving something sweet, the heartiness and the sweetness of cherries are just so good. Ketchup, they have really great ketchup. And I like all the stuff that's in their ketchup. It's very simple ingredients. Cucumbers. A couple of weeks ago, I went to the farmer's market here and I wish I actually would have stopped by. I almost did, but the traffic to that farmer's market was so bad. Like they're doing construction on the main road and people are parking on that road and then the parking lot already looked full. So I didn't end up hitting up the farmer's market. Otherwise, I probably would have gotten a lot more of the produce from the farmer's market, but I got these from Trader Joe's and you can tell the difference. Like, let me show you. So this is actually one of the cucumbers from that farmer's market and it's still firm even after a few weeks. But you can kind of see the difference between these two, right? It's like, yeah, of course I want this instead of this little thing, but yeah, poor planning on my part. I probably should have gone earlier. I mean, I went at 9:30, but farmers markets, people be out there quick and early. So anyways, maybe next week. And then I got a ton of berries for oatmeal. Also, keep in mind that I live with my husband, so he also eats some of this stuff too. He loves berries. I got a ton of Fairlife because we use Fairlife in a lot of things. So I'll bring those out. They're somewhere in these bags. Coffee. I am trying this cold brew one from Califia Farms. I try different ones every now and then. That one's on sale. Cache Valley Creamery. So this is another snack. These cheese sticks have really good macros. So 80 calories, and for 80 calories, you get 7 grams of protein. And so, I don't know, I think it's a really great snack. Rosemary for some potatoes. And then I'm trying this other thing out for breakfast. I like to have eggs and some sort of like meat thing. Usually I do turkey sausage, but I've been doing turkey sausage for such a long time, like definitely over a year, like staples. Turkey sausage has been a staple, but I want to try something else. So I'm trying this hickory smoked, fully cooked, uncured Sunday bacon with no nitrates. Okay, and no antibiotics. 70 calories, 6 grams of protein. That's like pretty close to these guys. But anyways, I have that. I bought egg whites a while back, so I don't need to worry about buying eggs. Also brought some carrots. I snack at work sometimes, and carrots, cherries, those are kind of my go-to. And then I bought kimchi. Part of me wanted to do it with the chicken that I was gonna eat this week. Like, I don't know, I was in the grocery store and it just, you know, it just felt right. I was like, you know what, kimchi, so do that. And then I have a bunch of, this is from Herman. The chicken was on sale and I got like 9 pounds of skinless chicken thighs. So what I'm gonna do right now, actually, because I have some chicken thighs that I'm cooking today, and then I'm gonna cook some of this tomorrow, and then the rest of the chicken thighs I'm gonna freeze. So I'm actually gonna put this away right now though, so that I don't have to worry about it getting warm. I also have some different oatmeal options. He wanted to try the old-fashioned oats. I really like these Kodiak oatmeals. This one's a peak oatmeal. This one has 20 grams of protein per packet. This one has 12 grams, I believe. Yeah, 12 grams per packet. I typically like to have oatmeal in the, like, I don't know. I'm kind of trying to play around actually with it because I used to eat it before I'd go to work, but part of me kind of wants to start eating it before I go and lift instead of eating the yogurt that I usually do. A ton more Fairlife. The Fairlife I use for coffee, breakfast, shakes, and then balance. Love myself some good hot Cheetos. Also why I like these limes to sprinkle on my hot Cheetos and my dinners. Last thing I have are potatoes, dinner. And then, yeah, I guess I'll just start putting this stuff away and I'm gonna make my first meal. We're starting today, Sunday, as my week of meals. I'm kind of just showing you guys my fridge a little bit too because this makes sense for my meals this week, but I bought this last week actually from a Costco near my parents' house, and they don't have this in the Costco near my house. 20 grams of protein. This is the yogurt. So I used to buy, I think at Harmon's, it was like 2 for $4 or whatever. And it has 140 calories, 20 grams of protein. I used to eat this, I say used to, I currently eat this every morning before I go to the gym because I try and have at least 15 grams of protein before I go to the gym to lift. And I do lift in the mornings and then I run after work. So that's my schedule. And I lift 3 times a week, in case you're curious. I'm also going to be having a lot of egg whites. So again, this is from Costco as well. And I think it's like 25 calories per serving, and each one's 5 grams of protein. Super awesome. I know I haven't opened it yet, but it's in the fridge. Kimchi, I'm gonna throw that here. And I need to organize my fridge. We'll do that in a second. For now, I'm just gonna literally throw all of this stuff in and we'll just organize it a little bit. Earlier, I mentioned that I was trying to lose weight. I guess I don't know if I have a specific weight goal. I think I have a specific weight range that I think just makes sense for me being 5'3", and I know that muscle weighs more than fat. I am trying to gain muscle, lose fat, but lose weight in the process, which sounds tricky. So I understand that there's like complexities there, right? And I think at this point, when this video comes out, I might have already said this before, but I'm not gonna shy away from talking about calories, protein, things like that. I think that I am in a very healthy mindset talking about this kind of stuff. So if this does get triggering for any of you viewers, I'm so sorry. Like, totally feel free to jump off. But the way that I'm approaching it, I believe, is in a healthier way than if I would have approached, weight loss back in my early 20s. But with that being said, I originally, like back in April, none of my clothes was fitting. I couldn't fit in like these jeans. I could not fit in them. Like they were, it made me sad. It made me cry. Like none of my jeans fit me. Still, a lot of my jeans don't fit me. But like maybe 2 pairs, and this is one of them. So I'm like, you know what? We're still working at it. But I just was not. I took a check of what I was doing. I don't know if that's the right term, but that's what I'm using. And I realized that I really wasn't exercising very well consistently. I didn't really have a regimen. I also wasn't very organized in my life. I didn't really have a lot of structure, and I wasn't doing very well with my sleep. And then I wasn't eating well. I was trying to eat out a lot. I wasn't eating, you know, foods that make me feel good. So I'm trying to change all of that, and I am using that approach when it comes to weight loss. When you come down to it, right, it's very simple. As people say, it's like you need to burn more calories than you eat, and 300 or 35,000 calories, I forget the number, 35,000 calories equals like a pound or whatnot. Yes, okay, so that stuff's simple, but the actual practice of it can be a little bit tricky, and I don't want to approach it as an all or nothing mindset. I want to make sure that I am giving myself grace, I am giving myself opportunities to enjoy the foods that I'm eating, even if they are quote unquote healthier. And like, for example, right, I love hot Cheetos. I bought a bag. Is this the most nutrition dense snack? Not at all. I don't care. There's some moderation, right, that needs to happen, and I'm just making sure that I'm taking that approach. But all of that to say that these meals and things that I show throughout the week, this is just what I'm doing that makes me feel good about the body that I'm in, and makes me feel that I am fueling myself for my endeavors, and also makes me feel good mentally, because I love a good snack like these, and I want to make sure that I'm not having this all or nothing mindset where it's like, I can never have hot Cheetos again. It's like, no, that's not going to be the case. It's not going to work for me. And if I approach it in that way where I'm too restrictive, then this isn't going to be a long-term change, and I'm not going to make these mental changes in my mind on, you know, I guess not mental changes, but if I approach it in an all or nothing mindset, then I think that I'm most likely to fail, because mentally I won't be able to keep up with having to be healthy, if that makes sense. Anyways, yeah, small little segment here, but yeah, I think that's just how I'm approaching it. And since April, I have been trying to work on losing more weight, and I have actually lost 11 pounds. And I, again, am fitting into more clothes now. Like a lot of my tops, I wasn't able to fit in. I mean, could I physically fit in them? Yes, but it didn't look the way that I wanted it to look. And now my tops are starting to look the way that I want it to look, which is super awesome. I'm seeing progress there. And it's a testament to the balance that I'm trying to have with my food and the discipline that I'm having with my workouts now. And yeah, it's really great. So I'm just, you know, keeping that momentum going, still having some moderation, and hopefully sharing, I don't know, some inspiration, some tips, or I don't know, insights for any of you that might be going through some sort of similar journey.
I grilled up some mushrooms. In here we have some chicken. They were air frying. Yum. Yum. That one might have a little too much seasoning. It's fine. The carne asada that we use. Used some olive oil. And then I already used one of the limes. But anyways, okay.
Potatoes, get on.
Fog popping up on it.
It's the connotation.
And then chicken.
Doesn't look good.
What's the serving size again of the chicken thighs? Mason, relax. I fall. Be careful.
That's where the video ends.
I'm gonna reheat it in the air fryer. And I'm gonna use my scale, and I'm literally just gonna put my air fryer container on it. So I'm gonna have 2 servings of chicken thigh. Let's see. Do a half cup of potatoes. So what's a serving?
100 grams of potatoes is 93 calories. 21 carbs. That's about all I count. I wouldn't track this protein stuff.
Okay. Do you mind screenshotting that and sending it to me? 100 grams ends up being like a cup. I don't trust that tea bags don't have plastic in it to some capacity, and I don't want hot water seeping over plastic. So I cut my tea bags. Realistically, I should just buy loose leaf, but I don't know any tea shops here. I'll have to look into that. And surprisingly, loose leaf is a little harder to find in grocery stores. The tea that I'm using is this one because I'm starting to feel a little sick. But yeah, I really like it. And it has really great flavor. Awesome. ceramic bowl is hot. So I'm gonna dump my chicken into, put this over there so you can see, into this little Pyrex container. Then I'm gonna move my edamame into this container. This side. So now I have this. I have this sauce that I really like to use. It's from Yellowbird, and it's a really, really nice sriracha-y sauce, but it's not spicy. I think it just has a lot of good flavor. I really like my edamame. Oh yeah, this one's a new one too. Woohoo! So good. And then I'm gonna add my kimchi. Kimchi seems so good. A lot of kimchi. Okay, so now I've got so much goodness. Look how good that is. Such good flavors. So here's my breakfast. It is slightly a little bit sad because I burnt my bacon like so bad. I do not like bacon like that, but I don't want to waste it, so I'm still gonna eat it. And then I have my protein oatmeal, strawberries and cream. I added a tablespoon of, what's it called again? Chia seeds. I added a tablespoon of chia seeds. I've already started eating it, so it looks like it's already almost gone. And then I did some tea. So it's seeping right now. You can kind of see it a little bit. It's a ginger turmeric. It's actually from, let me see. I think this is from Trader Joe's. It's not my favorite tea, but I kind of want to get rid of it so I can start drinking other ones. A little better. That's the tea. All right, and then I have my Chobani. Per usually I'll have this yogurt before I work out, but I didn't work out today, and I'm not gonna work out until later, so yeah, I still wanted to have some, so there you go. So here's the meal: yogurt, oatmeal, and some burnt bacon, and some tea.
Okay, at this point, I have showed like a gajillion breakfasts and I'm gonna take this time to just add a little bit more context and commentary. So if you notice, I'm not really posting what I'm doing or showing what I'm doing for my lunches, and the reason for that is because my job does provide free lunch. Technically, they provide a certain amount of money that I can put towards lunch and breakfast, but I will typically use that money towards just my lunches. So that's why I'm not really showing you guys what I'm eating during my lunchtime, because A, that wasn't part of the grocery haul, and I wanted to make sure that I showed you guys what I used from the grocery haul in my meals. And then B, I don't really want to record while I'm in the cafeteria at work. There's just a lot of people. It's awkward. Also, I'm not sure if I'm even allowed to. I don't know. So I'm just not going to be dealing with that. But typically for my lunches, I will do a salad with chicken as my protein. And then that's where I get a lot of my veggies. So I know in this video, it also shows that I'm not having a lot of vegetables. My vegetables are really packed in my lunch, and that is why. And then if I don't do a salad for lunch and I decide to do some sort of other meal that the cafeteria has, it'll always have some sort of vegetable. But typically I will do a salad because that's when I try and pack in, again, all of my vegetables. Okay, yeah, going back to the video. Thank you guys for listening.
Working today, so from home, so this is what this ended up turning into. A lot of granola, or oatmeal, coffee, and my tea.